Hi, and welcome to the Adobe Lightroom Mobile Virtual Training. Today, we'll show you how you can use Adobe Lightroom Mobile app to help you upscale your business visuals. Using great photos for a business helps in getting above competition and increase profits. On this training, we'll teach you how to maximize the camera application, how to take better photos, edit on Adobe Lightroom Mobile app, and create presets you can use. First, let's download the application on either App Store or Play Store. Just type in Adobe Lightroom Mobile. Once done, let's leave it there and we'll delve into it later. Orienting ourselves with the settings and modes of our mobile devices is very important for us to maximize what it can and cannot do. And the camera app has a lot of features you may take advantage of. This time, open your camera application. Here are the settings we can use for this training. Number 1 is the flash. Use this depending on the situation to give it extra brightness or need for a natural effect. Number 2 is the size. Know where you'll upload your items so that you can maximize the size of the photos. Number 3 is the exposure. You can manually adjust from here, but remember to never expose unless needed. Last but definitely not the least is the timer. This is very handy, especially if you're working alone, to give you that extra help. Composing your photos is what makes your visuals catchy. It is very important so that when you take photos of what you will sell like food, gadgets, accessories, garments, or other items, it will look balanced. Especially now that most are selling stuff online, may it be on Instagram, Facebook Marketplace, Google site, and carousel. First things first, here are the things we need to consider before taking pictures. Let's turn on the grid for the rule of thirds. This allows us to divide the frame into 9 separate squares that are 3 horizontal and 3 vertical containers. Now, let's go to settings, look for camera, and under composition, let's turn on grid. As you can see, my items are not balanced. When taking photos, place one or more of the subjects along the lines of intersection within the frame to resolve it. Next, do not zoom in or zoom out as the photos might get pixelated during the editing phase. Third, get the perfect exposure and focus. You need to identify where you need them so that they are on the subject and not somewhere else. To set the focus and exposure on the camera, tap the screen where you want the focus and swipe up and down to set the exposure. So before we move forward, my activity is for you to take at least 5 photos of any subject. So make sure again to apply all the compositions you have learned. Now we reach the highlight of our training. Kindly locate and open your Adobe Lightroom mobile app. On the app are various tools. These are what will help your photos become striking. At the bottom of the screen, you will see the library. Tap that and you will see a photo icon with a plus sign. This will let you import photos. Now, let's add a photo from the camera roll. Once you have selected a photo, it goes right to editing. But first, let's learn some of the different tools here. Under light, we have first exposure. This is a quick fix to brighten or darken our photo. Next is contrast. Adding contrast to an image creates more emphasis between light and dark colors in an image. We also have shadow. This is when you want to highlight a part of your subject or your item, or you can remove them to show more details. While for the rest of the tools here, first we have color. This is for us to manipulate the colors generally and individually. Also have effects. This is mostly for the appearance if we want to have our pictures to have some texture. While details allow us to adjust the clarity or soften it. Lastly, for optics, this is to electronically correct the lens or any aberrations. So those are the tools we are going to use to edit the photos. Remember, Adobe Lightroom for mobile offers free services. You may also opt for a subscription to take advantage of all its features. For now, let's use the free service of this application. On this part of our training, you may import or transfer any photos you have taken earlier from your gallery to use for this trial. You may follow me on this step-by-step guide. So once you have chosen the photo that you want to edit, let me help you on finding your editing style. Under Light, let us adjust the exposure to 61, contrast to -41, highlights at least 11, shadows at -13, whites at 15, and then blacks at 13. For color, let's adjust it generally. Under temp, let's do -14, tint -1, for vibrance -17, and then for saturation +7. Let's not forget the individual color editing. First, let's go to red. We'll adjust the hue to -68, saturation at -69, and luminance at +1. So we'll continue on this until we hit that perfect editing for that photo. So for the texture under effects, I'll be sliding it to -25 and clarity at -14. Take note, do not overdo it. Do not make the photo look unrealistic. Again, our goal is to have a striking, catchy, and vivid photos that sell out. For detail, I'll only be adjusting the sharpening into 28 and move the optics and turn on remove chromatic aberration and enable lens corrections. For the last part of our training is to create a preset. A preset is a configuration of settings designed to achieve a certain look or style of your photo. With just one click on a preset, your photo can be altered to have a film look or to achieve the tones you desire. The beauty of presets is the consistency, time management, and simplicity they bring to your editing sessions. I hope you are all ready. Let me guide you on how to create your own presets from the settings. Let's go back to the photo we edited. Then tap the circle icon with 3 dots on the upper right part of the screen. Then tap Create Preset. Accomplish the preset name that you want to use for this. While on the tick boxes, make sure to check all to not miss any edit that we applied. Then tap the check mark on the upper right side of your screen. If you want to use these new presets, just open any photo on your Adobe Lightroom mobile app and then go to the editing, go to presets, then again user presets. So once you decided on what to apply, then tap the check icon on the bottom right part of your screen. And for the last activity, kindly edit the 5 photos you've taken earlier on the Adobe Lightroom mobile app. Create a preset for each photos to have a total of 5 presets saved on your device. And we're done! Now that you've created your mobile presets, you can now upscale any photo to jumpstart your business.